Willkommen, this is Julia.
And this is Shane. And this is Think Plant-Based. Think Plant-Based. Make sure to check out recipes, health tips, travel tips at www.thinkplantbased.com.
And we're officially on iTunes, so please rate and write us a review on iTunes.
Write us a review. Give us 2 stars, 3 stars, maybe 5 stars. Let us know.
For sure, 5.
Yeah, I mean, who would give us 2 stars anyways, right? But yeah, make sure to do that because that's how we get found.
I love going through supermarkets these days, and you?
Yeah, there's so many different plant-based faux meats and delicious everything in there.
Yeah, right. And I love being open to trying new products all the time because, I mean, some are really good, some are not that good, but then you actually know in the end which ones taste really good and you go for them most of the time.
Speaking of new product, we have the general manager from Meatless Farm Co. here. Kasper, how you doing this morning?
Hi.
I'm doing very good. Thanks a lot for speaking to me.
Oh, our pleasure. So yeah, tell the listeners a little bit more about your new product that you're bringing over to North America here.
Right.
Yeah. So as you say, it's a new product. We've been selling our products in Europe for well over a year now, and we just introduced our products to Canada and the US last summer, and we're super excited. First of all, to be able to sell our products both in Canada and in the US. It's something that's important to us to be a truly global player in the market. And so all of our products are made with, plant-based proteins, it's all vegan, non-GMO, all the good stuff. And at the moment, we're selling a burger and ground product. And we're going to be bringing out breakfast products later on in the year. So we're very excited about that.
Nice. So you guys are expanding slowly but surely, right?
Slowly expanding,
yeah.
Product line.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's something. I mean, you guys already know there's a lot of focus on plant-based eating. So it's pretty good to be us at the moment. There's a lot of retailers that want to talk to us, a lot of food service outlets, whatnot. So it's natural for us to always listen to our clients and to the consumers, and always trying to adapt our foods to the different markets, and both in terms of flavor, but also what products works good in what regions. In the UK, we're selling a UK sausage, like a banger type sausage, and for the North American market, that the flavor profile and the sizes are a little bit different from what we're used to in Europe.
Right.
So it's natural for us to kind of exactly. So I think it's natural for us to really try and get to understand the different markets.
Right.
And people already if we come and tell them that they now you can't eat meat and now you have to eat plants, and it doesn't even look like the meat products you're also using, right? So we try and make it easy really for people to adapt a more plant-based diet. And for us, it's all about convenience, about taste and texture, so that it resembles something that people know. So we know it's easy to change habits, so we're trying to not change too many things in one go. So that's kind of our mission.
Right.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to start I guess you're the general manager, but what's the company's mission for starting a plant-based business? Why did they get into that exactly?
So it's really, really born out of a personal need from our founder, Morten. So his wife and kids are vegetarians, and he was still a meat eater at the time. And how do we come up with a product so we can still kind of eat something that feels well known? So I mean, right. A lasagna is normally made with ground beef. Mm-hmm. So. And I think back then, it's about 3 years ago, we've heard rumors about, some companies in America that, made a bleeding burger. And we were like, why does it always have to be about burgers? For us in Europe, it's all about, the versatility of that. So we're not that burger crazy. So we like to use ground a lot in our day-to-day
right. Yeah, exactly.
cooking. So really to come up with something so that, you can make the swap. All you have to do really is just to buy our products instead of meat, and the rest is just as you would always do it with meat, right? So really, taste, texture, convenience. That's really was the driver for it, and to fix a personal need. And Morten then went on to a food lab in the UK and started talking to them about it. They were super intrigued about the task, and in the end, after a few years, finally there was a product that we thought, this is actually good enough for me to show the world, and now it's time to start changing things, really.
Great. Yeah. When did your company start?
So the first time I spoke to Morten about this was in 2016, really, and then we started selling in 2018 the product. So we had about a 2-year development process.
Right. How's the response?
No, it's been phenomenal, really. Yeah. Again, when you really start to talk to people about it, it's something that most retailers they get it. They know there's a big need for it. There's it's a general perception now by pretty much everyone that this is a better for you product. I think there's a lot of when you look at movies like The Game Changers or whatever, trying to really capture the essence of what does this do to your well-being. There's also been a lot of documentaries about the impact on the environment, which is something that is extremely important for us. I think for me that was the kind of the main driver to join this. I mean, I can do something good for myself. Yeah, that's perfect. That's kind of my problem. But if I can change something, for everyone in the world by giving people the opportunity to buy something that has a much smaller impact on the environment, then that's for me was kind of the deciding factor for joining.
Right, and I heard about your packaging, right? Can you explain more what you guys are quite conscious about the packaging as well?
Eco-friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So eco-friendly. So we use the trays are recyclable, the paper is made from recycled materials, made with vegan glue, vegan colors. So we're really trying to take like a holistic approach about everything we do. How can we limit our footprint? And I think it's important to not just tell the story, but also to live the story and be conscious about everything we do all the way around. And again, it was a big part of why this came about in the first place, and we're going to stay true to that.
Right.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's the future, right? How do we become more eco-friendly?
I mean, we certainly believe so, and it seems like we're. I mean, at the moment, there's nothing that tells us that it isn't. So
right.
So we just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and keep telling the story. Keep telling people about the benefits of this, and I think for us, one of the big things now is we need people to taste it. There's a lot of skeptics out there, and they're like, no, I wouldn't eat that, and I'm happy to eat beef. And so. But the funny thing is, once you actually get people to try it, they're like, wow, and there's no meat in this. Okay, so I'll try it. So for us, really driving the trials, and I've done a lot of demos out in supermarkets myself, and speaking to consumers to really understand what are the roadblocks, why they're not adapting this faster. What is it that we can do better as a company to help educate people to really understand that this here is actually not dangerous. You are actually doing good things. So you can become healthier yourself. But if we all start doing it, I'm not saying people don't ever eat meat again, but at least consider changing, their habits just like once or twice a week. Because if we all do that, that's going to have an enormous impact on our, on the environment.
Exactly. I think it's really important that people get to try it. Some people never heard of the meat alternatives, or they're skeptic. They think it's not tasty at all. But let's say if you maybe are at a department store, and there's maybe a booth and people can try the dishes, and then they be surprised. It's really about getting exposed to it, and trying it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, our overall goal is to drive the prices down as well. I think that's be absolutely honest, we're not completely on par with meat necessarily at the moment, simply because we don't have the scale that big meat have. But our overall goal that someday we're going to be selling at the same price point as as regular meat. So I think that's for a lot of people who's not necessarily super keen to change the diet. If we also then have a product that is more expensive than meat, it's going to be hard for us to change people's behaviors in that way. So that's something that over time with scale, we can also bring the price down and then really make this available to everyone. So that should be kind of the last roadblock for people to not want to do this.
Yeah, I think price has a big impact on it. Like a guy at my work called me up. He's like, "Hey, these faux burgers are on sale." He's like, "Are they any good?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're pretty good." Like, like he probably would never normally buy that or anything, but they're just a good deal, and if they taste good, why not, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah, exactly. So again, so taste, convenience, price, so all those things that we're extremely aware of, and we can't fix everything in one go, so we have to kind of pick our battles, and
sure.
we know some things is going to be sorted out by time simply with scale, and some things we're working very hard on in our lab. We have extremely talented people working with us, and every day they come up with new solutions to how to make this even better, because we know that is also going to be a driving factor. If people try this and they don't like it, they're probably not going to come back for more, right? So we always have to make sure that we have the best possible product out in the market.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Definitely.
So where's your product available right now? North America US,
So
Canada,
right now we're in UK, we're in most of the places in mainland Europe. We are selling our products in Canada, some Love stores, Longos. There's a lot of independent supermarkets out there. There's a bunch of butchers actually that have kind of felt the need to bring in a vegan option. There's quite often in the family there's like one or two vegans, or people have dinner guests over. There's a good chance that at least a few out of a company of 11 is not gonna eat meat. So they wanted to cater for those clients as well. So rather than trying to fight it, they embraced it and say, okay, let's bring this in as the vegan option, which is something that I was extremely happy to learn.
Right.
And apart from that, we also in all Whole Foods in America. So we have pretty good distribution, and building on that, pretty much every day, we're talking to people, and how can we make this available to more people? How does those partnerships look like? I think for us, 2020 is going to be a year about partnerships, speaking to a lot of food service outlets, QSR restaurants. How can we? I think for us, that's something that we need to focus a bit more about, because we know that when people go out, it's always nice to be served something unexpected, and something you can kind of explore new foods when you go out to eat. Whereas it's a lot harder for people to change behavior when they cook themselves. Just at least for me, So I have a tendency to always cook up the same kind of 5 recipes, right? Come home from work, and and the kids are screaming, and you have to make food, and you don't want to learn something new, right? You just want to make something that you can succeed with in half an hour, and then done. So so I think if we can go out to more food service outlets, really, that's where we can start to change people's perception about this, and make them want to try this at home as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you had a good spot in New York. That's a good way to distribute.
Exactly.
Beyond.
Yeah, no, I think for us, New York was kind of the obvious choice when you have an organization that a big part of it operates in Europe. Los Angeles wasn't really an option for us just because of the time difference, right? Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So New York made sense, and New York have there's a lot of talented people here. There's a good food scene, so really that was just a natural choice for us to open up over here.
Right. Well, we can't wait to see the products here in Vancouver, Canada.
I looked for them.
You looked for them.
I looked for the ones that were on the website, but I couldn't find them. I don't know if they're sold out.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think we if anyone go into our homepage, meatlessfarm.com, we have a tracker there that tells you where our products are available. So as soon as we open up more outlets, we're going to update that so people can always kind of follow closely where to get this.
Great.
Yeah. So any exciting news other than the headquarters coming up in the future? New product line.
So
maybe?
headquarter and I think that's I mean, for me that's plenty.
That's plenty for you.
So
that's quite
exactly,
a hard one.
North American headquarter. We're hiring people all the time. Expanding.
Right.
The team here. Bringing in new products, opening up new vendors. So it's pretty exciting to be the Meatless Farm at the moment. I have to say that, and and people actually want to hear about what we have to say. So I think I couldn't wish for anything more really.
Oh, I wish you guys could expand to like Asia and
that's a hard market right now.
Australia and South America.
It's it will come as well. We are actually opening up an office in Asia as well. It's something that is on our radar. We are available. A few places in Hong Kong, and it's something we are bringing out an Asian flavored product for food service outlets.
Totally different flavor profile.
So exactly. So something that resembles, we already, doing pork pretty well for our sausages and for meatballs. So once we start to understand the Asian market better, it's up next. It's only a natural evolution of what we're doing.
Right. I like your approach because you really have to adjust it to each country, even sometimes. Really, continent and country. Sometimes you have to adjust it, right?
Every culture is different.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, even though the world is getting smaller, there's still huge differences in what people like. And if you try to force people to like a product that that taste buds not used to, you're gonna fail, right? So you have to do it in the right order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah. Yes. Well, where can the listeners find you?
Meatlessfarm.com.
Meatlessfarm.com. Okay. Yeah, we'll put it up in the show notes.
We're on, perfect. Yeah, we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all social media. So just look us up and like us, follow us, and we'll keep you updated.
Sounds great.
Good.
Yeah. Wow.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to try your products, and even when we go back to Europe, we
might have to go to the States, Whole Foods, and grab it.
That too, but I want to try.
I could also just send you some stuff if you can find it around.
Of course,
I think you guys have my email address, right? So feel free to drop me a note, and I'll make sure you guys get some of our products over.
Oh, sure, that'd be awesome.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Casper. Well, have a great day.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
Yeah, same to you guys. Yeah, and thanks again for the call. It's been a pleasure to meet you all, and hopefully I inspired someone to go and do those small changes that can make that huge impact. So thanks again.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Keep on doing what you're doing, and
have fun building that headquarters in New York.
Yeah, exactly. That emporium.
It is a lot of fun. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Casper.
Take
care.
Bye.